Hi, my name is James from Micron 21, and today I'd like to introduce a Micron 21 geographically redundant IP service designed for the most mission-critical hosting services. Whether you have co-location services, physical dedicated servers, or virtual dedicated servers, Micron 21 can provide you state-of-the-art geographical IP redundant services. Imagine two virtual or two physical servers on fully redundant hardware in two geographically separated data centers, but with the same public-facing IP address. This provides you a high level of redundancy and high availability. This is the definition of our Micron 21 geographically redundant IP service.
Now normally when you want to deploy two different servers in two different data centers, each one will require its own IP address, which causes issues when you're playing high availability services. The usual solution to this is to use DNS, but this carries with it its own issues, including time to live and incorrect cache records on local servers, resulting in increased downtime, not uptime, in the event of a server failure.
Micron 21 has been able to solve this problem by providing you with a public-facing IP address that lives in two geographically separated independent locations. This provides you with transparent redundancy and avoids all DNS issues. Our geographical IP services can be provided as a fully redundant active standby service or as a fully redundant load balanced active-active service across two data center locations.
Micron 21 can customize the time of failover response from the primary site to the secondary site, from an almost instant failover to minutes or hours if required. This level of redundancy is completely up to you.
To begin with, we will first turn off the secondary standby server, proving that the secondary server is not active. You will notice that by turning off the secondary server, the management IP address stops responding to the ping request, whilst the primary management IP address and geographical redundant IP remain unaffected. We will now restart the secondary virtual dedicated server, which will recover the standby server management IP address. Now that all three IP addresses are responding to the ping request, we will now turn off the primary server, simulating a server crash at the primary location. You will notice that the primary management IP address instantly stops responding to the ping request, although the geographical protected IP address times out for 1 second, whilst the traffic is automatically rerouted across to the secondary data center 35 kilometers away. And then the ping request returns to normal and the secondary server is now active. To prove that the secondary server is now the active service for the geographical redundant IP address, we will turn off the secondary server whilst the primary server is still off. You will notice now that all three IP addresses time out to the ping request. Our Micron 21 geographical redundant IP technology can protect your services from the following: operating system crashes, hardware issues, network issues, complete data center issues. This enables Micron 21 to be able to provide an extremely resilient and high redundant platform for your mission critical services.